First and foremost, many parents I have observed, they have not 100% understanding of all the facts which are important to take these decisions. So let me talk about and let me actually use some 5-10 minutes to get some facts correct. This would also be a good awareness session for a lot of the parents who don't know about this. I'm sure many of you would already know this. For you, it can be a refresher. So let's dig in. First and foremost, dear parents, you should know this, that if your child is aspiring for engineering college, and that too the top ones like the IITs and the NITs and the government funded technical institutes, the criteria for admission into these colleges are through the competitive exam, which is IIT JEE, and in some of the cases they have some individual exams as well, but most of them take admissions, these ones take admissions through the JEE scores. Okay. Now, what is also important to understand is there is a small criteria of 12th class board examinations. What is that? For these IITs and NITs, it is a minimum percentage required in boards of 75%. There's another subclause which says that you should also be in a top 20 percentile. But to avoid confusion, let's just go with this. That in order for your child to actually secure a seat, they obviously need a rank which comes from a score in that entrance examination. So then is board not at all required? So clarifying that, there is a small minimum criteria. What is that? 75%, getting 75% in their class 12th board examination. Right? Hope this is clear. So please remember this. We'll be using this information later on. Now similarly for medical aspirants, parents whose children are aspiring for the medical colleges, it's even simpler. There are no multiple exams also. All of this happens through NEET, and the more score you get in NEET, obviously you get a better rank gets you into a better college, so on and so forth. So is there any criteria for 12th standard boards here? Yes, there is. This is 50%. Okay. So minimum percentage required in boards for your child to secure admission in these colleges is 50%. And it's very straightforward. Here you just need a NEET score to get into a medical college, provided the child has scored a minimum 50% in their boards. Alright. Now this is for recapping admissions into the IITs, the NITs, the top engineering colleges, and in medical, this is for, AIMS has its exams, then for all your government funded NEET colleges, right? And many of the private colleges also take admission through NEET. The only minimum criteria required here is 50%, and in engineering it is 75%. Having said that, there is also one more thing which I want to highlight. That is, there are a lot of courses, both for engineering as well as for medical aspirants, which do not require JEE scores or NEET scores. Which are those? Some of them are written over here. The Bachelor of Architecture, BArchs, BCAs, BScs, BDS, LLB, BBA, BSc Nursing, BSc Biotechnology, Psychology, and B Pharma. These are some of the, I'm not saying this is an exhaustive list. This is just to get you started with this information. Parents who are more interested in this, I would really advise you to go and Google it out. There are a lot of resources on it. In fact, I'll also leave a link in this description of this video, which you can use to get more information on this. Alright. This is more to give you a fact check around if the priority or the criteria or what your child is aiming for is these, then you do not have a requirement of getting a score in NEET or JEE. Alright. So this is very important, and you might be wondering that why are you telling us all this? As I said, there would be a lot of parents who already know this. That's amazing. But in my experience, in going through all the questions and my interaction with parents, what I have seen and observed is this is not which is very common. There are a lot of parents who I interact with, who I talk to, who actually do not know this information at all. And it's very important for you guys. I also wanted to give you a short list of colleges which fall in between. So for example, these are some of the colleges, and again not a comprehensive list, just to give you some examples like MIT University, Chitkara University, JP Noida. So for all of that, there is a merit list on normalized percentage, including basis your 12th standard marks, right? So these are some of the institutes, right, which also consider your 12th standard grade marks. Summarizing, if the aim is the IITs, NITs and the top colleges, you definitely need a score in JEE mains, and in medical you definitely need a score in NEET. The 12th standard criteria or the marks don't have any weightage, they only have a minimum requirement, right? The weightage is only and only about your JEE score or NEET score, right? This is very important because many parents think that 12th standard mark score is also used to get a rank. No, it's not right. Okay, or 12th standard boards is also important to get a good seat in a medical college. No, it is not important. Where it is not important, knowing that is critical. So again repeating, and I'm repeating this because it's very, very critical, right? If JEE and NEET examination you are giving to get into IITs and NEETs, the only criteria to get a rank there is JEE score. And similarly, in medical, if you want to get into the top government colleges, medical colleges, Vamsi, numerous number of them, the only criteria to get into that is a rank which comes from a NEET score. The board, 12th standard board or 11th standard marks have no bearance on the rank the child gets. The only bearance is there is a minimum criteria, minimum cutoff. So child should get more than that. That's important. Now, having said that, if your child is aiming or aspiring for some of these degrees, right, then there is absolutely no criteria of a JEE score or of a NEET score. The 100% criteria suddenly shifts to the 12th standard board scores. So there, if you want to get into a great college in any of these degrees, then the child needs to perform well in the 12th standard boards. So the more percentage he or she gets, the better college they will get for these degrees. Alright parents,